This is the KRMG Afternoon News with Skylar Cooper.
It's time for the BA Breakdown here on the KRMG Afternoon News. We chat live every Tuesday just after 5 o'clock with the Broken Arrow City Manager, Michael Spurgeon. He joins us live from BA. Mr. Spurgeon, how are you?
Skylar, I'm doing great. I hope you're doing well, staying warm, and always excited to talk to you about what's happening in Broken Arrow.
Well, I always appreciate it when I know you have such a busy schedule and you're actually supposed to be in a meeting right now, so we'll make this quick and get you back to that meeting. Wanted to catch up with you on a few things. First of all, let's go back to the swearing in of the new police chief today. Lance Arnold took the oath there. So tell me a little bit about that ceremony this afternoon and what you think Chief Arnold will bring to the table in Broken Arrow.
Well, as you know, I had the honor of announcing that we had a new chief of police at the State of the City luncheon last week with the Broken Arrow Chamber. And public safety is such an important element or operation within our community. And, you know, bottom line is surveys talk about the public safety is number one in our community. And we want to be a safe community, safe, keeping your community safe, begins and ends with public safety. And I wanted today, on behalf of the council and myself, to actually introduce our new chief, Lance Arnold, to the city. And so I felt it was appropriate to actually hold a press conference and to basically have him sworn in at the press conference, share a little bit of information about why I felt he was the best person for this position, and then folks can begin to engage with him as he begins his tenure. He's the 10th chief of police that we've had in Broken Arrow's history. And as far as what I think he's going to bring, first and foremost, his energy is off the charts in terms of loving the business of law enforcement, which is a very serious business. And he's got a lot of experience in education. And then secondly is that he is an extremely good communicator. And I will tell you is that he will be engaging with everyone in the department, within the community, when he has the opportunity to talk about what's important to them, because obviously it's his responsibility to the council and myself to maintain Broken Arrow as one of the safest cities to live, work, and raise a family. And so his tenure started yesterday. We swore him in today, and he's off and running, Skylar.
Well, he may be a little busy if the weather gets wonky in the next couple of days. We have some snow. I was curious what winter resources are available in Broken Arrow, if there's anywhere people can go to stay warm, or how the streets department is preparing for any potential travel issues.
Well, we actually, during the day, we do have warming stations. Our two community centers serve as a warming station if someone should need that. We haven't had that need so far. And they also serve as cooling stations in the summer. We don't usually have a large demand. Now, if there's a power outage, that's a little bit different. And so every winter storm is unique, and that's how we treat it. If someone needs shelter after hours of the evening, then we try to coordinate getting them to one of the different facilities in the Tulsa area to help them stay warm and get something to eat and so forth and so on. As far as operations, street and stormwater department is ready to go. They were ready to go, believing we were going to have an event late last week. And we do take every event seriously. We approach it a little bit differently based on what we're expecting. If it's snow, that's one thing. If it's snow and ice, also the duration of the event, because obviously if it's going to be over multiple days, we've got to manage our personnel accordingly. But all of our trucks will be ready. They'll be topped off with fuel. They've got the plows on them. We've got our brine sprayer that's now in operation, which is going to help with the pre-treatment of the roads. Our dump trucks are ready to go. We have everything in place based on the weather that we could get Thursday, Friday morning, and we'll be ready for that. And we'll start with our arterials to make sure that everybody can get out of their development once they get to the end of it to get to where they need to go, Skylar. But our folks do a great job, and we'll continue to work hard to make sure folks can get to and from where they need to go.
Broken Arrow City Manager Michael Spurgeon live on the KRMG Afternoon News. I mentioned at the top you stepped out of a special city council meeting that's actually underway right now, so appreciate that. But I also want to ask you what it's about. I looked at the agenda item, says a multifamily development discussion around, south of Kenosha. It looked to me a little closer to Houston, between Lynn Lane and County Line. What's that meeting about? What's being discussed in that development?
It's a proposed planned unit development on College. The Gatesway Foundation has actually submitted an application for approximately 180 units on property that they own, which would be on the south side of College. And they went through the process earlier last fall, and there was a discussion in early December, and the matter wasn't concluded. There were residents came to ask questions and express some concerns, and the council takes that very seriously. And so they decided to continue basically the public hearing or the discussion with regard to the proposed development in a special meeting because they knew that there was a lot of interest. And so right now you've got the developer, you've got the representatives from Gatesway, which does an amazing job for folks within our community. And then you've got residents asking questions. And so council felt like it deserved an hour and a half time specifically. So it's on the agenda for the application to be heard. And then the council could take action later this afternoon before their regular meeting at 6:30.
Well, Michael, we appreciate you coming on. I'll let you get back to that meeting and we'll talk again next Tuesday.
Look forward to it.